All right, speaking of events, let's dive into that. This is one that over the past few years, our team has been making huge leaps forward in the world of events and registration and everything that's around that. So I'm really excited to kind of share with you a few more things that we have done this year. But let's go ahead and just kind of get an overview of some of the new features that we've rolled out.
All right, lots of new exciting things coming to our events platform. So really, really cool to see that. And really what we're really wanting to continue to focus on is how do we make this simple and integrated to the rest of the platform for you, right? Most of you know you have this platform for events, this platform for your websites, this platform for that, right? And so being able to have a place where it's automated and those things are working quickly, that is what we're after. That is what we're doing. So obviously the platform being integrated, you even heard it on the spotlight earlier in the event about how you upload that event and it's going to go to your app, your website, boom, all in one click, which is a huge time saver, right? Also, how is the data that we're gathering at these events, either the paid stuff or registering, or how is that feeding the people database, which is important, obviously, for you all to track and to be able to follow up, and then some flexibility on the payments and settings and some of the components that we have there. So that is really exciting. A recent release when we talk about the flexibility of our platform and the payment side is discount codes, right? So maybe you have a conference coming up and you want to do an early bird special. Right now you can do that through the platform, and it's actually time stamped as well. Maybe you only want to do November, December to get some early registrants. It just adds that flexibility. And I know all the youth pastors that are here listening are like, oh, this is amazing, right? Because you want to get people to at least, give them an incentive for them to go in and get a discount and sign up for your event. Really, really exciting. Now, along with that, we have an update on our partial payments release. Take a look at this video.
Hey there, Ryan here, a product manager for Team Events. I am so excited to showcase our newest events feature, partial payments. With partial payments, you'll be able to let guests pay for upcoming events like VBS, conferences, and student camps with multiple payments instead of all at once. We're so excited about what this means for you and your ministry, so let's dive right in. When setting up a paid event, you can choose to allow partial payments for each ticket type. You can require the full amount, just a deposit, or even allow parties to register with no payment at all so they can pay later. While registering for an event with partial payments enabled, you'll find a new field called Primary Contact. Having a primary contact makes sure at least one person is getting updates about the event and any remaining balances. This is only present for everyone registers types events, and the primary contact can be someone who's not even attending. Depending on how you configure the payment options, guests can pay in full, a minimum amount, or let you know they intend to pay at a later date entirely. When navigating to the guest list for your event, you can see a list of registered guests in a brand new table layout. Quickly see who is paid in full, as well as who has an outstanding balance. Check the top right corner to see the total amount that's been collected, alongside a count of parties with unpaid balances, so you can know what's coming later. When you click into an individual guest row on the table, you can see the status of their ticket balance and any details for the party. Clicking on the amount paid lets you see a timeline of all payments made towards the balance so far. If you want, you can even mark the party as paid, zeroing out their remaining balance and adding a memo for context. Heading back to the guest list, you can choose to send a reminder email to all guests with unpaid balances. The email will include a link where any guest can make a subsequent payment towards their outstanding balance. As a reminder, these emails will always go to a party's primary contact, even if all the other guests have opted out of email updates. When one of your guests clicks that link, they can make a follow-up payment and even pay the remainder in full. That wraps up our video for today. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to reach out to us if you have any questions or feedback. We can't wait to see how partial payments will help your ministry reach more people through your events.
All right. So partial
Amazing.
payments, it's a big update. And one of the big reasons I'm excited for that is if you're having events that have like a larger dollar amount, or you just want people to kind of be able to pay over time, it just gives you so much flexibility around that. And one thing I'll even call out, if you didn't catch on it in the video, when you make that payment and you want to go and make additional payments, you actually get this URL to a page that's like a shareable URL. So even let's say you have like a mission trip or something that you're trying to, get the money for, and you want to go send it out to grandma or grandpa or someone else that wants to help contribute to that payment, like that URL is shareable and you can send it to other people. So other people can kind of make those payments as well and be able to track it. So really, really cool. And I think there's going to unlock a lot of possibilities with that. Well, in addition to partial payments, here's another big one that is coming very, very soon. And this is event attendance. So in addition to like check-ins that you're able to go in and like check in to see when people come, whether that's their kids check-in or any other event, another big need is just the need to add like a total head count. So obvious example of this is on a Sunday morning when you've got like a lot of people there and someone's job is to just literally count the number of heads that are in the seats. You can now track that directly through Subsplash and be able to see trends over time. So this is a big one that really excited. So this one's going to be coming really soon. So be on the lookout for that one as well. All right. Speaking of check-in, check-in was a huge thing that we announced last year at this same event. And we have just been blown away by the response to this. We've had a lot of customers that have been adopting it. And one of our big goals when we did check-in is we didn't want to just do it. We wanted to make sure that we were doing it in a way that was better than anything else that was out there. So we paid a ton of attention to how is traffic flow? How quickly can we get people in and out? And not only that, how is it integrating with the rest of our system? And we've gotten some really good responses. I think we've got even just a few quotes from some customers that said we switched to Subsplash check-in about a month ago. Everyone loves it. Multiple O's there just for this. Check-in with Subsplash is much better and more stable system and better for new people. In fact, I had one story from a customer that they were just trying out check-in. So during the week, they had like a weekly event and they switched and were using the new Subsplash check-in system. And then when Sunday rolled back around, the people were upset because they wanted like the new one and they liked that one so much better. So it's cool to hear that just from a product standpoint. That warms my heart to hear how much people are loving it and using it. So, but this year, one of the things that we've added to make it even better, again, how is this tying back to your app, is actually the new mobile pre-check feature. This allows you, like if you've got yourself set up in check-in, when you come the next Sunday morning, like a parent can just open the app and pre-check their kids in before they even get there, which allows you when you walk up, you can just kind of scan a QR code and it'll just print out the tags right there and you don't have to wait in line kind of punching in all this. So that's good for a lot of reasons. Not only does it help speed up traffic flow, but just remember, this is another way, like if you're trying to get more people to use your app and you're trying to get that adoption going, this is another way that we help do that, because the more people that adopt this for that pre-check-in feature and just say, hey, I want this, then the more people that are using the app and the more effective the messages and all those things that you're talking about are getting out there. So excited about this one as well.
I know I will be looking forward to that when my church is able to deploy mobile check-in, because those lines can get crazy, Stephen. And then worship starting and you're rushing, but being able to have those regular people that already know the system go in and check in, and that also unlocks you to then engage new families, right? Be able to see, hey, let me help you get set up, and allow some of the people that are managing the check-in station there to focus on what they need to focus on.